All right, so what up? I don't even know why I got this hat on. It's so it's nice out. It's beautiful outside, So I'm gonna take that hat off. Um, okay. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm on, and I'm not sure why I got to fucking what. I'm not sure what. I'm kind of new to this, so I'm got to figure it out. Uh, let's see. I got to like end this right here. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get rid of this screen now. It's just I don't know what I'm doing. So let me see if I can end this screen. I got my live on right now, and yeah, I fucking kind of look fucking shabby. Hold on, I'm clean, but I just feel shabby. All right. Let me see what I can do here. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, I can't do that. Hold on. Fuck. I'm just trying to end this screen. I don't get it. Why doesn't it go to my live stream? It has that picture of me still. And it's 12:33, so not good. Um um Oh, there we go. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Yeah, I'm on right here, so that's cool. I'm on right here, so actually it looks like it's working. So I got one in. It doesn't show the other video. So I don't know. I don't know what's showing right now. So if you're on that live stream, well, I don't know. So I guess it's on. There's one person in, and I don't know about that other fucking screen. I don't know how to make that go away. I'm trying to figure out why it won't go away. Oh well, we'll not worry about it. It looks like I'm live. There's one in. There was two waiting, and I guess they're gonna figure out that I'm live on this. I don't know. I'm still learning how to use all this shit, so I guess that's that. All right. So what I was gonna talk about was this fucking guy that, and then when I say talk about it, this is Q&A. Anything you want to talk about, I'm just gonna start ranting, and if you want to ask a question, you can. There's only one person in. I was drawn to freight train hopping when I was young, and I did it a few times. And I don't know, I didn't really go too far. Maybe the longest I ever rid one was 5 miles, a fucking freight train. But I do watch Ran Out in a Rail, one word. Oops, my fucking screen's wiggling. All right, well, so I got into it, and I'm into it because like watching race car drivers. There's lots of inherent risk, and kind of like longboarding downhill. There's inherent risk. So I was impressed, and I'm always impressed by people who take a lot of risks in sports or just for the hell of it. But sometimes you come across fuckers that are just, assholes. I don't know. This one guy named Autonomous Dash Playground is one of those people. I stuck up for him at first when he did his Ran Out and Railed bid. And I was like, I stuck up for him. I was on my other channel back then, so he probably doesn't know that I'm the same fucking person on this channel. Well, probably because he didn't answer, or nobody, I don't even think anyone answered. But look, I'm not about, helping immigrants across the border. If they take the chance with their kids or themselves to come over here, it's illegal without a fucking visa. So I am not about helping any of those motherfuckers. Okay, I don't give a shit. man, if I was president, you motherfuckers would for sure think I was really mean because I'd fucking put them in Guantanamo Bay because Mexico doesn't do shit about their border. And yeah, I'd put them in Guantanamo Bay with their kids. At least their kids would fucking be fed and not dehydrate and die out in the desert. Who would take those kinds of risks with babies anyway? And then try to blame Trump when we fucking put them in cages. Guess what? Those cages are better than bars. Okay. Another thing, when I gotta fucking make sure this mic is facing the right direction. It's funny how these mics are. They never want to face the right direction. All right, there we go. So I apologize for one of my last videos. The audio was bad because of my fan on, and I didn't realize it happens. So the other people will figure out that I had to switch my live stream to this. I don't know. I don't know how to switch that other thing off, but it doesn't seem to be showing right now. I mean, my live stream is showing, so that's good enough. And so what I'm trying to say is, if there's people from other countries trying to give advice on how to stay safe to cross the border, it might be their idea that, oh, well, at least I'm going to help them so they don't die in the desert. Well, no. What you're doing is you're telling them it's okay to come over here by doing that. By saying, yeah, I'm going to help you be safe to get into America. No, bitch. Okay? No, bitch. You don't want to encourage them, period, bitch. All right? To come over here. Because first of all, they are illegal. And on the Black Lives Matter sign, it says, no human is illegal. Guess what? Yes, they are. Any fucking country that you're in with no visa, you're fucking illegal. You're not supposed to be there. That bottom line. All right? There's rules. There's laws. You defund the police and you won't have a fucking house anymore because everybody will butt rape and fuck your entire family and steal your house, burn it probably to the ground. So there you go. You don't fucking have a clue, do you? Yes, we have rules we have to follow. And if you do something like you fucking do something illegal, you go to jail in this country. And when you're in jail, those are humans, right? Okay, so guess what? On the Black Lives Matter sign, it says, no human is illegal. Well, that makes no sense. Yes, they are. They're illegal now because they're in fucking prison. And what they did was illegal. So there you go. I mean, it's real simple. It's not hard to understand. Now, it doesn't mean I fucking hate Mexicans. I fucking, I'm good with all people. If you're legal in my country, I am going to talk to you and share whatever and be nice. This is a Q&A. Ask any question, whoever's in here. I don't care about your opinion about what we should do in America. If you're from, especially outside of America, you can go fuck off. And if you come here if you come to America and then you fucking see that, most of the people really in reality do not, even the Mexicans that are here, that are legal, don't want the illegals here. So Black Lives Matter, get that stupid no human is illegal sign off your fucking sign. That's a George Soros probably made sign, by the way. That wasn't made by Black Lives Matter. I bet you George Soros fucking made them all and said, here, I bought them all. Here they all are. Stick them in your yard or up your ass. I don't care. He wouldn't say that, but he probably was thinking that and laughing the entire way. And he's like a Jewish white dude or something. I don't know what he is. A white dude, Jewish dude. But if you look at the rings under George Soros's eyes, if anybody looks like the guy, the Supreme Emperor on Star Wars, he does, or whatever the fuck that guy was called, that Darth Vader had to follow the rules to and shit. Because he looks like it. I mean, I'm not saying there is such a shit where there's a bunch of fucking powerful, evil motherfuckers. He's just a jack off with money. He's a jack off with money is all he is. And of course, I'm scaring people off my stream because I can become irritated. And there was 2 in here and the other one left. Fuck, I'm going to give myself a like. What do you know? I'll just give myself a like. Everybody can suck my dick. Now, let's give myself a like. Uh-oh, this one I got to fucking, yeah, they're waiting. Or I'm trying to figure out how to fucking get rid of this one. All right, I don't know what's up with that, but so there's two in here, and my basic point is yes, humans can be illegal. If they break the law, they are illegal. You know, that's why they go to jail for that shit. If you don't like it, suck my dick. All right? Black Lives Matter. No, I don't fucking want to help people across into America. Just get them here just so they don't die. Because guess what? They're breaking our fucking law. So I bring them to Guantanamo Bay because Mexico doesn't give a shit. And I put them all in prison. That's what I do. Everybody would say, oh, that guy's a fucking dictator. If I was president, they'd be like, he's a dictator. No, I'm fucking doing the service for my people. Even the Mexicans don't want that live here that are legal, do not want the illegal ones here. Go fucking find out. You don't know jack shit about America. Whatever that fucker that was with Owen on Ran Out on a Rail did the Mexican thing, and he's trying to help people be safe to cross into America. Guess what? If you come over to America, you're not going to be safe. That's simple. Because I'm going to be looking for you. I can find people, by the way, without an IP address. So I got money. If I want to, I can find out where he lives. Okay? Don't encourage from outside our country, especially people to come over here illegally, or you're on my enemy list, bitch. Yeah, I should give myself a like if I can find my shit. Because no one else is. Fuck them. Yeah. Fuck them. All right, here I am. Yeah. Fuck them. All right, here I am. Just gave myself a fucking like because everyone's a dick face. So yeah, I didn't really want to sit here and talk about this. So you can ask any question. I'm going to relax now, drink some coffee. I just had to make that fucking clear point that if you're not from our country, don't meddle in our affairs. Because if I fucking want to find you, I can. All right? Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Because I got money and I get really angry. Yeah, whoever popped in the third person, he heard about 2 or 3 words of mine and that was enough. He had to leave, probably a liberal or whatever. And, look, I'm a warlock, okay? That's another way I can find people, okay? What people say is magic is really not magic. It's how you key in to the reality, if you will, the Matrix. It's not like the movie Matrix, but what it is you learn how to key in, and you do it subconsciously while you're sleeping. When you key in, you learn how to use the Warlock Toolbox. The Warlock Toolbox is a way to, and that's why when even in the Bible, they're right about that. You know, they say when you sleep, you gain all kinds of information. It's absolutely 100% right. It is. That's how you become wise as fuck when you sleep. If people don't know that. Now, not everybody has that capability, and some people are shy on even having an extracurricular, paranormal, if you will, protection. You know, because some people have these guardians. I have a guardian. My back doesn't even hurt right now. That guardian did that. My guardian made my back pain go away. And when I say my back pain went away, I'm not just talking about the pain in my L5 and L6 and all that bullshit. That pain really hurts. But I'm talking about the osteoarthritis part of my back, which is always hurting. It's not even bothering me. So I believe my guardian did that, and or I did that. It may be, it's hard to tell. Because a warlock isn't supposed to know how he functions. You guys are looking at me like, take your medication. I don't take medication. And that's not, well, you're probably thinking, well, that's your problem. You don't take, no, go look at all the motherfuckers on medication. They either blow up to 300 fucking pounds from being on psych meds, or they just stay indoors all the time, like Henry Cruiser. If he didn't take any schizophrenia medicine, I think he'd be way more on top of things. That's just my opinion. But because he's gullible about what they tell him he is, and I do believe he's gullible, because when you hear him speak, he does not sound like somebody that is schizophrenic. I haven't seen McHenry Cruiser once say, oh, I just saw a hallucination. Schizophrenics are supposed to hallucinate. All right? And so if McHenry Cruiser is not seeing things, and it's obvious he's not seeing things because he does his live streams and he acts totally normal, except for the fact that he doesn't want to go out of his house. That's probably due to the medication he takes. So when somebody says, take your medication, no, You fucking need medication. You're telling me to take medication? You need the fucking medication, bitch. You do. And anyway, that guy from Ran Out on a Rail, the blonde-haired faggot, at first I stood up for him because I thought, a lot of English people do sound kind of gay the way they talk. So I was going to let it slide, but yeah, he does claim that he helps people cross into our country and gives them advice. Well, guess what? How about this, bitch? How about if I go fucking acquire like 40,000 fucking Syrians and just bring them into fucking the UK illegally and just let them loose? I'll fucking make sure they're all butt rape murderers and knife wielding slashers as well, bitch. Okay? Because guess what? Right now they're dealing with their own problem like that. And look, when you go to England nowadays, you don't run into people like the Beatles anymore. No, you run into a bunch of foreigners. Why? Because they don't even know how to control their own fucking influx. Who gives a shit? If you break the law, expect consequences. I don't have a problem with Arabs and Muslims and shit. Well, I do with their Quran. I definitely do. But like if I'm on an everyday basis talking to somebody, I ain't gonna trip on all that shit. It's stupid. It's just stupid. Back in the day, I hated them all. I hated their guts. But I found out that I think our own government, well, not necessarily our own government, but like Jewish interests in control of a lot of aspects of our government, are the ones responsible for taking our money, $21 billion. It doesn't mean I hate Jewish people. I just hate the ones that are fucking robbing us. And trust me, Jewish people may not be violent like mobsters, but they steal more money than mobsters do. All right? The Jewish mob steals more money than the fucking normal Italian mob ever did. Okay? So don't give me any of your bullshit about how you want to keep people safe crossing into our country, bitch. You faggot. And he is. He's got to be a faggot. Look at that stupid earring he has in his goddamn ear. He goes, "Oh, you threaten to murder me or something on YouTube." No, I said, if you come to America, trust me, bro, I'll catch up with you and you will find heaven. That's all I said. I didn't say anything else. So he's not going to get that video striked or anything or whatever, took down or anything because I didn't say anything. See, that's where my high IQ comes in. My high IQ knows better. I know when somebody's full of shit and they're only doing it to agitate America, not to fucking, all they're trying to do is agitate and cause problems here. So, people can be illegal. Motherfucker, yes, they can be illegal. And it says on Black Lives Matter, no person is illegal. Watch. When you go fucking, if you're a pedophile, guess what? You go to jail. Then you probably will get killed if you end up in the general population. Because guess what? Even the prisoners don't like them motherfuckers, okay? Sex offenders, child perverts, pedophiles, wherever. It just doesn't matter. You're not going to tell me that no person is illegal, okay? Fuck off. Yeah, we start innocent. We become criminal later. That's simple. If you want to ask a question, go ahead. This is Q&A. No one's going to say anything. That's fine. I only got 45 subscribers. I ain't too worried about it. And yeah, I do get pissed off. I get pissed off, and I can find your ass without an IP address. So don't think that I have to find your IP address. That's fucking gay. I know exactly how to find people. It's not something I can talk about. Okay, my lawyer is the one who does that shit. And he blew me away. He found like 40 fucking people that I had asked him to look up, and I said, well, what do you got to do? Find their IP address? He goes, no. I go, what do you mean? He goes, no, I don't have to find their IP address. I can do it multiple ways. I can find somebody multiple ways. So I'm not going to talk about how he does it because he's the lawyer, and he says, well, if I went into it, it might get boring to you kind of quick. But trust me, I can find anyone. Just point your finger at someone, I can find them. So I don't have a problem finding people. Let's just put it that way. My lawyer is that fucking good. I picked a special kind of lawyer too that is good at that kind of shit. So when, like, let's say, for instance, a troll comes on here and starts saying bad shit, I can just call my lawyer up and say, hey, man, can you do me a favor and find this cocksucker? I just want to know where he lives. Thanks. Yeah, but we don't, I don't fucking say much more than that. That's all I want. I just want that fucking list of certain people that I just want to know where they live. That's it. There's nothing illegal about finding where somebody lives. I don't have to, publicly dox them, on my channel. That would be rude, crude, and just not cool. It doesn't matter how much I hate their guts. I'm not going to do that. If I'm angry, that's the one that's angry. So I'm the one that's going to look them up. I'm going to find out where they live. Even if some of my friends don't realize, I already know where they live. I'm not going to sit here and talk about who, but I'm just saying, even the people I know personally, I already know where they live when they're only internet friends. So it's really easy, and you don't need an IP address. Anyway, ask any questions. I'm a studified fucking warlock. I like eating anything I want. I don't diet. Yeah, I have a little fat, but I retain a pretty good, muscularity, and I do everything by myself. Now, that's not to say I run around with a backpack all day long, but like if I'm carrying groceries home, I'll carry them all home without a backpack. People around this town can't fucking believe it. And I got back problems. Now, right now, my back is not bothering me. My osteoarthritis is not even there. I don't even know how my osteoarthritis is going, because usually it's really stiff down there. If it's not painful from the facets in my back, it's painful from the osteoarthritis. Well, guess what? I have neither. All night long, I slept great. Slept fucking beautiful. And I believe it's because, I don't know, man, my guardian, or either me or my guardian has fixed the problem. I'm not sure if it was me or my guardian, or a combination of both. Sometimes I think my guardian is a warlock that is already dead, dead physically, here anyway. Somewhere else he's alive, and he's maybe working with me, So whenever somebody says, oh, you know what, we need to go off that motherfucker. Good luck with that, bitch. Good luck with that. I'm way ahead of you on that. I'm a distortion time warlock. I'm way ahead of you. I already know when you're going to say stuff ahead of time. So, yeah, I know, people are laughing and whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm a real warlock. I'm not a fucking fake one like Cobra JFS. And I really shouldn't even bring his name up, because the guy, he's obviously got a disability, mental disability, and I should just leave him alone. It's not my business to fucking shoot him down. I just kind of get irritated when people say they're warlocks and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't even know how to be a warlock. So ask any question. 3 in, go ahead, fucking ask. Ask away, bitch. I don't care. I'll treat you nice. I won't be rude to you. But if I think that you're a fucking critic that I do not want to talk to, eventually I'll fucking make you go bye-bye. And when I say that, obviously just blocking you. And of course, getting your address, stuff like that. So I had 3 in here. Now I got 1 in here. And, people are already bored by my shit, but it's okay. I don't give a fuck. People are afraid to talk to me because they know they're goddamn, critics, i.e. trolls. So that's it. And if you ever meet somebody that's 56, like I am, that fucking downhill longboards, you have to be a warlock to do that with only a year and a month training. Try to find someone else that can fucking do this in a year and a half with no prior training and only maybe a year and a half of shitty hardware, knowledge that from way back in the 70s, 80s. Those skateboards couldn't handle high speed. So that experience that I have didn't help me, except to kind of help balance me on a skateboard, learn how to ride a skateboard. But no, you can't go fast on those skateboards from way back then. They would just fall apart, and you'd wreck all the time. So right now I'm not even pissed because my back doesn't hurt shit, but I'm agitated because, sometimes I stick up for people and they backstab me, or they don't answer me on their channel when they don't even have that many subscribers, and they're just fucking stupid, fucking ignorant. Now, does that mean if somebody comes in the chat, I'm going to be rude if I don't decide I don't like them right away? No, let them talk. Let the fuckers talk. Let them talk. And a lot of people don't come into my chat because they don't want to be ID'd where their location is, because they think, they're starting to believe me, I think, that I can find them if I want to. I can find where they live, can find their relatives, all that shit. And so I'm just doing a live stream. I don't really have too much to talk about. I was just going to try to do a Q&A, but a lot of people are assholes. They think because they got over 1,000 subscribers, maybe close to 2,000, maybe a little over 2,000, that they're the shit. When in reality, they're not. You know, they're not. They're not the shit. You know, you go to their channel, you watch it. Yeah, there's some good content in there, but they're not the shit. Okay, they don't have anything going on really. So like if you were to do a Q&A with them, you'd just be basically acting like you're interested in the bullshit they're talking about, which I do a lot. I'm a good actor. I'm way better than Sean Penn, that faggot. I'm way better than Robert De Niro. I'm a good fucking actor if I want to be. I can make people think I'm interested in their garbage, you know? Real fucking easy. You know, like real fucking easy. Like and it doesn't mean I hate altogether their garbage. Some of it's fun to pick through, like when you're at the fucking secondhand store. Yeah, that kind of shit's kind of interesting. Just to see what kind of garbage they're gonna do and then try to make up shit like you're interested. It's fun. I love it. Yeah, somebody was telling me about how they have a friend in their family that is a hoarder, and they're so attached to everything they got. If they do finally decide they're going to get rid of something, they have to say goodbye to it, even if it's just a goddamn frame to a picture, like it's got its own personality. And I said, that's funny as fuck. So you should. So do they shop at the secondhand store? I asked this person. They go, oh no, they shop. They buy new stuff. They're high end hoarders. They don't go for secondhand shit. I'm going, well, if that's the case, then and you just claim everything they have is got a personality or an attachment, like a personality, even though it's an inanimate object, they should be able to go to the secondhand store and feel the same way about the shit on their shelves, regardless if it's old. It has a personality, right? Anyway, I don't give a fuck. You know what? I didn't expect anyone to come in. I was testing out this live stream deal, you know, with the preview that I'm going to do something at 12:30. But for some reason, I'm not sure why it didn't switch on to my live stream automatically. Maybe it's because I didn't say go live. I don't know. So I had to switch on to my channel and just fucking go live. That was it. But I will tell you this, you know, I am not fond of fucking, you know, people that think it's all right to burn shit down. I'm not fond of people like that. Who could be fond of people that ruin the fucking resource and shit around their community? Detroit is like it is, not because necessarily just because it's a lot of blacks live there, but just because no one cares. You know, there was a time in Detroit where people didn't pay their water bill. And then they complained when they were going to fucking turn the water off. That makes no sense. And now they're trying to defund police, you know, liberals mostly. And a lot of them that are protesting are straight up white. Now, the ones that are protesting from the killing over there in Wisconsin and Minneapolis or whatever happened in Minneapolis, those people, you know, are mostly black. But I mean, like over here on the West Coast in Oregon, there were all white protesters. Stupid. It's like, dude, look, you know, you're allowed to be proud of whatever you are. And if you're fucking black, you know, be proud of it, but don't fucking make a mountain out of a molehill, you know? There's a lot of people that die, and more white people die every day, on average, in comparison to the blacks. There is no higher level of people dying from blacks than there is whites. More white people die. So get used to it, motherfucker, all right? Get used to it. And yeah, I can, you know, I'm only acting pissed because, you know, I got, I think I named this Attack of Octavo Smasher. So might as well act fucking pissed. Now, one person in here the whole time, probably Squishy Socks, doesn't want to talk. It's okay. Fucking give me a like then, Squishy Socks. Fucking, if you're there in the back, or if this is Radical Panda. You know, you fucking abandoned me. Why? Because I said you're wrong too over there in, you know, in the Muslim world. Yeah, you're wrong. The whole world's wrong. The only one that's not wrong is fucking me, bitch. That's me. And if I called you a bitch, just take it lightly, Have some tomato soup and some crackers and relax, smoke a little weed. Or no, in your case, hashish. I love hash, by the way. That's the one thing the Muslims have got right, hashish. I'm a big fan of it. It can smell aromatic to the point where it's addictive. Now you can get similar smells coming out of concentrates, but I've always been my favorite was always hashish. It still is. I love hashish. I'm not a big fan of the bubble hash, but it's just the same thing. It's just not. It doesn't have the same consistency of the kind of shit they grow over there in the Middle East. And you gotta laugh at how much they smoke over there, that hashish, because they're so against alcohol, but they'll smoke shitloads of weed or hashish. That's kind of humorous. It's like they discriminate against the alcohol, but they don't discriminate at all against the hashish. Actually, some of the Muslims I think do. I don't know. There's some of those countries, even though hashish is one of their biggest, money makers over there. I think some Muslims have it illegal too over there. I could be wrong, but if I am, let me know. I'm not a hater. I just get really upset. I get really fucking upset is what amounts to. Yeah, if there's no one in live chats, it's their bad. They can go jack off. That's probably the only thing they got to do right now after they eat their lunch. And when you crescendo while you're beating off, right when all that comes out, you'll probably fart too. So good luck with that. I get a kick out of people that try to fucking make me look bad and say take your medicine. It's like, dude, that is a fucking. Not only is it a stupid ass comment, but you don't even know my psych situation. My disability comes from back pain. There's only a small portion of it that would be considered psych relevant. And that's only because at the time I was coming off meth, which I did for 3 years, and I quit when I was 28. I quit the meth when I was 20. And I didn't even do it consistently, but I was always trying to hook up with this one chick that was over there all the time. So, and I was kind of living ghetto anyway. I was in Las Vegas, and even though I was making money, I at the time I wasn't, probably when I was living in the ghetto. When I say ghetto, I'm not talking about the East Coast kind of ghetto or the Midwest kind of ghetto in St. Louis where I'm from. Those ghettos are fucking way worse. However, there's probably not as much fucking drugs going around. In Vegas there was, though. Every fucking kind of drug you could think of was available in Vegas because all the gangsters, kind of segued over to Nevada from California and started setting up shop from California into Las Vegas. That's how the gangsters roll over in Cali. They came, extradited, whatever, and then are not extradited, but instead of getting extradited, they skipped town or their court date and came over to Las Vegas to sell crack cocaine. So crack cocaine was it still is very easy to find in Las Vegas. So if you want to go smoke crack cocaine, go over to fucking Las Vegas or buy some powder and make it yourself. That's simple. And why do I have no problem with crack or cocaine? Because it's mild. To me, it doesn't. As long as you regulate wherever it is you're doing with it, unless you got a heart condition or something, there's no reason why you're gonna fucking die off cocaine. Yeah, some people just have a reaction, maybe a bad reaction, maybe who knows? Maybe their system just doesn't like cocaine and it gives them a heart attack. See who the fuck this is. Bitch, come on. So, yeah, if you go to Las Vegas, you can find coke, crack. You can fucking, and of course, good stuff too. Not like in California where you try to fucking get it and you get, a $20 rock in California is fucking like 1/3 the size of the ones they sell in Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, they got a big drug trade there because they want to keep those gamblers happy, man. They want to keep all the motherfuckers gambling happy. Because if you're in Las Vegas and you don't have what you're used to doing in your own hometown, wherever you're from or whatnot, or your recreational drug use that you can't find as much in your own hometown, you can find it in Vegas. You can find it. Matter of fact, they probably wish you were on crack cocaine if you're gambling in Las Vegas, because that way at least, they could, I ain't gonna lie, I've smoked crack cocaine in the bathroom in Las Vegas. I fucking am not lying. I don't do it anymore. I just do a little powder every 5 months or something when I feel like it. Maybe I need a lift. But yeah, I smoked crack cocaine in the motherfucking bathrooms in Las Vegas. It's funny as fuck because it smells like crack in there. And then you walk out, and all these people walk in and start giggling because they know exactly what that smell is. And then they walk back out, though, some of them, because they don't no longer smoke it and they don't want to even breathe it in. I used to fucking get a kick out of that. Smoke a little crack cocaine in the bathroom, a big old crack cloud in there. It was a riot. DLF would like crack cocaine. Yeah, Dragon Lord Frodo, man. If you can get some crack from your dealer, get some, dude. It ain't gonna hurt you. Fuck, you got diabetes. You might as well smoke some crack cocaine, bro. And I mean, fucking, you'll love it. You'll fucking love it when you first smoke some. It won't hurt you. As long as you don't have a heart condition or you don't have a proclivity to anxiety. I think a lot of people that smoke the crack, they already have a proclivity to have an anxiety attack. And cocaine is, amphetamine. It'll increase the fucking anxiety. So if you have anxiety, it's probably not a good idea to fucking do coke, especially crack. I'm just coming out, I'll tell you, I'm an open book on that shit. I ain't gonna lie to anyone. And I think I'm really smart anyway, because I don't have an addictive personality. I quit weed for 2 years. My favorite drug in the world, weed, marijuana. I quit it for 2.5 years, actually, just because I wanted to. My lungs had built up a lot of, weed and reclaim that I was smoking just kind of kept building up in there. And it was because I was smoking so much of it. At the time, I was selling some weed, selling shitloads of fucking weed. And I just had nonstop weed to smoke. So if you are smoking weed like that all the fucking time, it will affect your lungs, especially if you smoke cigarettes from 5 years old to 28, and the same with weed. Your lungs, are already fucking got scar tissue and are, probably got, I probably even have COPD, but you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. I went and get checked, but my lung capacity is probably a lot less than normal people because I've smoked a lot of my life. And I used to do the non-filter cigarettes. Chesterfield, Lucky Strikes were my favorite. At the punk rock gigs, I would smoke the Lucky Strikes, fucking one after the other, no filter. And of course, there's never any good ventilation in those motherfuckers. And you would end up having to go outside just from the fucking smoke that was in the room. You know what I mean? You would have to go outside. Yeah, man. But yeah, a lot of people aren't going to come into chat because I'm talking about how I don't give a fuck what I say about smoking cracks, doing coke. I don't give a fuck. Hold on a second. Let me see. All right. Anyway, so hope you're all having a good day. This isn't alcohol, it's just water. I ain't gonna lie though, that little bit of Hennessy I had last night, I drank the perfect amount and it made me sleep like a baby. Plus, I didn't even have any pain on top of it. And it wasn't because of the alcohol. So, I mean, right now, sitting in this position right now, I should have pain. At least osteoarthritis should be, aggravating my lower back big time and making it all feel stiff. No, it doesn't. I have no idea why though. So, a bit of it's a good thing, but I don't know how it took place. So I was listening to Black Bigot last night. Nobody was paying him, so I threw him $5. Look, a lot of people say, well, when you give money to those live streams, you're just trying to pay for subs. No. That's not that's not how it is. It's not trying to pay for subs. it's showing respect. You know, it's like, hey man, I'm not a bum off the street. Here, have $5. I like you. You're a cool fucking person. He makes common sense about various topics, and you know, and the guy in what is it, Minneapolis, the one who was chasing him down, got his arm blown off, was a pedophile. So when black people are sticking up for, you know, they acting like, oh well, he was carrying that the semi-automatic illegally. It doesn't matter. He was trying to protect a business, bitch. It doesn't even matter at the end of the day. Free that guy. I don't even know his name. I don't follow it like Black Bigot does. He's got the names down. He knows what the people did. And the other guy, you know, was a criminal too that got shot. I mean, it's like, look, I'm not against black people, but you know, if you're fucking poor and destitute and you're a child molester or you're a fucking criminal, all bets are off, man. Doesn't matter that you're fucking black. You know, I would have no problem putting you down, bro. Especially, I would be happy to hear that you are a fucking pedophile, because then I blew your fucking arm half off. That would fucking be nice. You know, I'd be like, yeah, I scored one. A point for the realists in the world, the people that have actually common sense. So I'm just going to keep the live stream rolling for the hell of it, and people can come in or not. And there was 3 people in here, which is like as much as I usually get anyway. So that's cool. No one's talking, but that's fine. I don't care. I'm the kind of guy that if you were to come on my live chat, you know, and I took a dislike to you, I'd find out where you live. It's that simple. You know, I don't have to fucking you know, do much work for that. My lawyer will do that. You know. One guy was bragging about starting fires out here, and I made him go bye-bye. And, you know, I called the feds on him, but first I found out where he lived, and then I called the feds on him. He went bye-bye. He probably actually did do some arson too. He probably went to jail. You won't hear about all that though. And a lot of these fires, they'll just say lightning, and they'll sweep under the rug a lot of these arsonists because they don't want to promote them and get copycat arsonists. So that's kind of what I feel, is they're trying to protect us by not bringing up these fuckers. They might even throw different charges at them just to mix it up. But yeah, that whatever his name was, I made him go bye-bye. He was bragging about doing arson and shit. So I took a dislike to that, found out where he lived. Well, I had my lawyer find out where he lived without an IP address, mind you. And then the guy fucking went bye-bye. His channel no longer exists. He's probably in jail right now. Probably was another pedophile or some shit anyway. Probably had warrants anyway. So, a fucking weirdo or a fucking criminal in general. Yeah, people that are criminals, they're illegal humans. Black Lives Matter. So you might as well take that shit and scrub it from your sign. Because yes, there is such thing as illegal humans, bitch. Look, I don't fucking like it, especially when a white dude, George Soros, runs your shit affairs, dude. It would be different if it was a black guy funding Black Lives Matter, but it ain't. It ain't. Somebody keeps popping in and out. It's probably a girlfriend. Well, she was a girlfriend. She's just she thinks I'm like Jekyll and Hyde type of personality. But I just get mad. When I get mad, you might as well consider me a different personality. When I get mad, yeah, I might as well be a different personality at that point. But no, Geminis are said to have double personalities. My birthday's on the same day as Trump. Yeah. Flag Day, bitch. America! Yeah, bitch. All right. So, no, I don't believe burning down shit is a good way to go about things. That's simple. If you have a problem with somebody that got murdered, why don't you go look at the statistics on the fucking FBI website about how many white people get killed. If you were to shrink the white population down to the same population as the black people, we'd still have more fucking deaths per capita than the black people. So that's how hoodwinked they all are. I hate to say it, not all of them, but Like Jericho Green's a rock and roll motherfucker right there. That dude's cool. Now, when I say rock and roll, it's an expression. I'm not a big rock and roll type of guy, but I just use an expression. He might as well be a rock star though, because he's got 250,000 subs now. I think more than Nomadic Fanatic, who's been around a long fucking time. But Nomadic Fanatic is sanitized, and Jericho Green is not. He'll say whatever he wants. He doesn't even try to make revenue except for his green gear. Jericho Green does sell his own green gear. I'm going to get a hat and a shirt from him because I want to advertise him. He's awesome. He's like me. He doesn't care about making money. He's got a job. He's a normal fucking person. I wish more black folks were like him. I really do. These sports figures, they can suck my dick. I hate fucking basketball players because, you know, they stay like they say stupid ass shit all the fucking time. And they and football players, and they try to, you know, promote the black agenda by fucking not standing for the they get the fuck out of the country, you know? Get the fuck out! All right? I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. You know? Fuck, man, I got some weapons up there, man. You know, and anyone comes on my property and there's gonna be bodies all over the place. That's simple. For anything having to do with putting me in custody or or doing something illegal, they're gonna be dead. I'm gonna follow the same rules Florida follows, whether it's legal here or not. I'll go to jail for life. I don't care. I'll fucking kill anyone comes on my property and I catch them. I'm gonna put holes in their ass. Okay. And but I'm a nice guy. Normally, I'm just a really nice guy. In public, you know, eventually somebody might take a dislike to me because I speak my mind. I speak, you know, I am fucking pissed at just the way things are being run. We should just have a goddamn computer balance the budget and get rid of every fucking politician. Every one of them steals from the cookie jar whenever they get a chance. You know, snakes. They're all fucking snakes, man. You know, look, we are the best country, but we got some of the biggest corruption shit going on here as a result of it. And that includes some of the provisions that are in our law books, you know? I have looked at some shit. Some people have showed me some shit, and I just couldn't believe it. I was almost ready to go move to another country, but no other country is better than here. Let me get some more coffee. Oh. And so I was on somebody's live stream that was in North Hollywood, and that place is pretty big. I mean, it's anything that's in the valley's got a big population, including North Hollywood. And he was. I heard a train go by, and I go, "Oh man, you're fucking near Sherman Way, aren't you?" And he goes, "What are you trying to do? Dox me?" I'm like, "Dude, you're already saying you're in North Hollywood. That in itself, when you're homeless with a car that doesn't work, you might as well be doxxed, bro. Okay? Because it wouldn't be hard for somebody to just run into you. Okay? It's a big place, but it's not geographically large, North Hollywood. It's just got a lot of people. It would not be hard to find your fucking car and shit without even my lawyer. I can fucking go to North Hollywood and find you in probably, I don't know, a couple hours, just rolling down streets and shit. I would find somebody like that. So he's all worried about me mentioning the railroad tracks and Sherman Way. No, dude, that's not an address. The tracks run pretty decent distance in North Hollywood. You're not going to find anyone just based on the railroad tracks unless you're really trying to find them. And, and if you're one of those pacifist type gay people, no one's going to fucking try to find your ass unless they're just straight up haters. I don't care, if you're gay or lesbian, just don't come around me on purpose. All right. Because I'm not gay. Don't come around me. And when you do, you run the risk of me becoming angry. Now, I'm going to be nice initially, but I might become angry. So you run that risk. That's some hot ass coffee. And I had poured this fucking coffee into, warm coffee. So it shouldn't even be that hot. There's already warm coffee in there. So anyway, at least it didn't burn my lips. It wasn't that fucking hot. But it got on my shirt. Fuck, man. So if I say Q&A on this, it doesn't really matter because on this particular live stream, there is no Q&A going on here. But if you do, you can ask me anything. And by the way, if anyone ever decides they want to ask me a question when I'm not doing a live stream, you may do it after I make the live stream. You can ask me a question, I'll answer. The thing about me is I can probably answer any motherfucking question in a way that you would not expect. It might even disturb you that I'm that fucking intelligent. Yeah. I'm just not that educated. Like, when I say educated, I'm talking about academia, the way they want you to be educated. I'm educated differently. I don't have to, necessarily just jump around on law libraries and shit like that. No, I do that occasionally, but I know what the fuck's up. I know when somebody's hoodwinking me. One of the things is, once you start soaking into the academia and the knowledge of the history and shit, you're already lost. Because you know what? That shit gets fucking proven wrong all the time. So no matter what anyone says from history, it'll get proven wrong eventually. Like that Christopher Columbus fucking discovered America. It wasn't really wrong. It was just, it was a misstatement because, there's already people here. It makes no sense to say that Christopher Columbus, in that sense, I can agree with a lot of black people or Mexicans or whatever that, this country was already occupied. It's an oxymoron to say somebody discovered something when there's already people here. Fucking oxymoron. That's proof that we lie all the time in academia. It doesn't mean, I agree with the philosophy, everyone that gets upset over it. No, I still think this is our country now. Period. End of story. It's unfortunate that Native Americans didn't have weapons because then they could have fucking protected themselves. The proper weapons, rather. And I'll be honest with you, that probably would have been a good thing. I wouldn't have had to been born, and they could have fucking took care of business and made all those fuckers go back to England or die. That would have been cool. I wouldn't. America is only here by the sheer fact that England was a bunch of assholes. Bunch of assholes. And if you look at England today, it ain't much different. Everybody copies America, though. And to this day, everything is turned westernized. So even if you go to fucking Hong Kong, it's bigger, but yeah, everything's westernized. It's otherwise they'd still have those fucking Chinese-shaped houses and buildings and shit, but they don't. Why? Because everything they build new in China is fucking to make look, Western, like us, from our country. Everybody copies us. So when I was growing up in class and I would do something and somebody copied me, I'd get irritated by that. I'd say, man, that motherfucker just copied my fucking idea before I could fucking do it because he heard me mention it. And I didn't say anything because the motherfucker was a bully and I didn't, at the time, was skinny and all scrawny and shit. And I couldn't even hardly defend myself back then. I just wasn't strong enough. I had to go into a gym, work out, get bigger before I protect myself. There's one guy doing the channel, there's no such thing as bullies. And he only says that because he wasn't scrawny and skinny like I was. Before I went to the military school, I was scrawny and skinny. fucking a half year in the military school, and I already had muscles and stomach muscles and shit was happening because they force you to be strong in military school. Yeah, there is such thing as a bully. As long as, they got you over a barrel when you're afraid to fuck with them because you don't have the strength, when I even got out of military school, I was the strongest. Well, I was second strongest in my entire fucking Catholic school barracks when I went to Catholic school. And that son of a bitch, I was trying to beat him in bench press, and I couldn't fucking beat him because he was stronger than me on bench press. But there were other things he couldn't do that I could do. I could do more other things than bench press that he could not do, like tricep workout shit, like the pull downs. He couldn't fucking do as much as me. He couldn't do as many push-ups, which I couldn't understand because he could outdo me on bench press. But the minute I said, look, dude, can you do 100 push-ups? He could not. So he got mad and he said, okay, let's, I forgot what they call it, where you punch somebody in the shoulder and then you punch him in the shoulder and then he punches you in the shoulder and then you punch him in the shoulder till the shoulder starts to just fucking go south and you can't take it anymore and you cry uncle. I did that with him one day, and you know what? I did end up fucking losing, but man, did I ever hurt him because he wasn't in the fucking gym doing the bench press anymore for like 3 months. I said, hey man, I haven't seen you in the gym lately. And yet in the meantime, my shoulder's all purple and black, and he was wearing long sleeve shirts so no one could see the bruise. And I even asked him, can I see your shoulder? And he said, no, dude, I'm not showing you my shoulder. I said, really? You're that fucking weird about it? And then I don't know, it was just stupid. It's just stupid. Some people, but the funny thing about that guy is he was the strongest guy in that Catholic school. And this one dude was bullying a little kid. Well, he wasn't young, he was younger, a little younger than all of us, but he's really small. And he was in our barracks. Well, he lived in the barracks. And this other kid who was about my size, if not taller, had him in a bear hug. And the dude was running out of breath and literally was starting to cry because he couldn't breathe. So I said, you let him go or I'm going to fucking do something to you that you're not going to like. And he laughed and said some stupid shit. And then they finally let go of the kid and said, come on, bitch. I fucking immediately ran up to him. He threw a couple punches and I fucking fan blocked each one of them, put him in a headlock, and then I yanked his head sideways, and he was scrambling to get out of the headlock by trying to go in circles. But because what you do is you go in between their legs and you duck down when you do that, and you keep yanking their head higher and higher until their neck feels like it's going to break. And he had to cry, tap out. He tapped out eventually because he could not get out of that headlock. And no, I didn't even have to punch him one time, but he was so fucking pissed off. He was so pissed off. When I finally let him go, he was thinking about, attacking me again. But then he realized, oh, fuck, I don't want to get in that headlock again. So what he did do, though, is he walked away all pissed off. And then he said, I'm going to tell so-and-so that you did this and have him kick your ass. I'm like, go ahead, dude. You're fucking bigger than I am. That's a laugh. You're bigger than I am. Why didn't you fucking finish the job? Anyway, so he told the guy, and the guy probably thought about it and said, no, dude, you fucking fight your own battles. I'm not going to go and try to beat him up for your bullshit. You shouldn't. He understood the circumstances. So when I ran into him in the hallway, I was thinking he was going to fight me at the time. Anyway, and so I was getting ready, and I finally said something to him just to see what he'd say, going downstairs, and he said, no, it's all good, bro. And just kept walking downstairs. Because that's how it should be. You don't fucking have somebody else fight your goddamn battles. But if you're going to give shit like Dragon Lord Frodo to a bunch of lesbian bitches, or you're going to give shit to a female, expect that if they don't have a boyfriend, you're only doing it because you're a weakling. I'm sorry, bro. You're a weakling, okay? Dragon Lord Frodo, you need to learn how to actually fight. You don't even know shit about guns, so you might as well not talk about them, okay? He was complaining about police coming over to his house with guns because somebody called crisis service. Well, that's when you get doxxed and people know your address. You get shit like that when you get haters. Wasn't me, but I'm sure it was who knows who, probably Tara the Tart or whatever, calling crisis services on him because he threatened to commit suicide. Well, yeah, you're going to get people either because they care about you or maybe they just want to see you frustrated because they know where your address is. Dragon Lord Frodo is not too smart in the sense that he has given his address out so many times, and then he complains when people walk in his apartment and shit. You know, dude, duh. You shouldn't have ever gave your address out and say, send me shit. Everybody has his address. Everybody has his phone number. Ridiculous. I had his address once. I sent him some shit. He didn't even want to show people that I was nice and send them some shit. I only did it because I made a fucking charm that said some fucking cool things on it. And of course he never wears. He probably fucking sold it on the street to somebody because he's about fucking, fucking fags and gay pride and fucking stupid ass shit. And he's not even gay, supposedly. The guy supposedly likes to fuck women. Well, then don't fucking go to gay pride, man. You're fucking supporting a bunch of faggots, bro. All right, later the stream's over.